What's up, everybody? This is Eros, and I'm coming at you today with what is stimming and how does it look for me. Stimming, also known as self-stimulation behaviors, is repetitive body movements or repetitive movements of objects. Many individuals on the autism spectrum engage in routine stimming. Common examples of these stims are drumming or flapping of fingers, biting fingernails or twirling your fucking hair, cracking your knuckles, pen or pencil tapping, whistling, rocking back and forth, bouncing, jumping, or banging your head like a metal OG badass, pacing back and forth, and many others. So, how the hell do I stim?
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
Key flipping, phone flipping and spinning, jumping up and down, pacing back and forth. I do this a lot. Moving my head side to side, especially when listening to music and when not listening to music. Touching my door handle excessively, like way too many times. Playing with my hair. Cracking my knuckles. Well, also it sounds badass. Moving on. These stims are considered to be non-harmful. I get an insane amount of enjoyment from doing these, and they've really helped me with curbing my anxiety. But there are harmful stims. What is harmful or destructive stimming? This is when stimming can become physically harmful to yourself or others. Some examples of these are hitting, hair pulling, biting, throwing objects, hitting your head against the wall or hard surfaces, slapping and punching yourself or others, excessively picking at your skin until it bleeds. Well, I'm sorry, but the meth bugs are really bad this year.
I'm covered in spiders! Get them off me! Get them off!
These types of stimming can often resemble a meltdown and can sometimes get way the fuck out of hand. I'm not proud to admit it, but I've done all of these and some of them recently. It's tough to describe the reasons why any of these would happen. I cannot speak for everybody who has autism on this, but when I'm feeling the sensation to self-harm, it's entirely based upon my level of anxiety in the current moment. You might be saying everybody feels anxiety, and yes, you're right, everybody does. It's a part of life, whether you're neurodivergent such as myself or neurotypical. Just is. The best ways that I can describe the sensation I have when it comes to anxiety, it's overbearing, and I would almost compare it to being in a Saw movie, trapped between a bad decision and a worse decision. Sometimes these things make you feel absolutely hopeless, worthless, and like you're sinking deeper into the pits of hell. Negative stimming has been a way for me to feel something else other than the overbearing anxiety. You can think of it as putting a band-aid on a gunshot wound.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
Non-autistic stimming versus autistic stimming. Yes, in fact, non-autistic people can stim as well. Much of these may look very well the same for nearly all of the behaviors that I've previously listed, but there's one key difference. That is the ability to control your stimming behaviors in public. Even though autism awareness has come a long way in the last 20 or 30 years, a neurotypical person can typically hide their stimming behaviors in public. I know this doesn't describe all neurotypical people. I am just making a vast generalization. So, while people who are neurodivergent have far less self-control over these behaviors, as you can imagine, this can put you in many awkward social interactions and lead to bullying. Back when I was in high school, and mind you, I'm 37 years old, bullying often looked like the mosh pit at a motherfucking Limp Bizkit concert. Even though the times have changed and there is more acceptance and awareness for autism from my own personal observations of bullying, it has evolved on to social platforms. No matter if it's physically dished out or behind the safety of a computer screen, it still leaves an emotional impact and can make it terrifying to be neurodivergent. I myself have done a significant amount of self-isolation because of the lack of understanding when it comes to some of these self-stimulation behaviors that are difficult for me to control. But it's not all doom and gloom, my neurodivergent fam. As time goes on and awareness grows for autism, neurodivergency acceptance of the autistic community and these behaviors will grow just naturally over time. So, what are some of the ways that you stim? List them in the comments below. I would love to see them. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you don't like this video, just know that by not liking this video is that God kills a puppy every single time you hit the dislike button. But it's your fault. You do it at your own risk. Fuckface. So you can also check out some of my other videos. I don't think they're that great, but whatever. Check them out at your own risk. And then I guess I'll just see you motherfuckers in the next one. Deuces.